The familiar possessed, of course, are getting their structure deck here in the TCG. Here's the thing: the OCG, no, the TCG EU is getting theirs this week. We won't get ours till November due to COVID. On top of that, there are a ton of changes from the OCG version to the TCG version. So, sadly enough, if you are looking for common prints of evenly matched, that card and several others, no, and a few others were removed from the structure deck. And on top of that, the alternate arts for the familiar possessed Hita, Area, Winnie, and Esla have all have all been randomized. If you want if you want a set of each, which is at least 12, you're gonna have to hope someone's selling them online for real cheap, and that you're also gonna have to hope that you're able to pick those up, um, if possible, because this is not a structure that I would advise people to go buy. I honestly wouldn't. If I was to grade this would literally be. I'd give this like, if I scaled it, yeah, this is like a two. Like a two. A literal two. Even with what reprints it's gotten, it's a it's a big disappointment. Then on top of that, what it was supposed to be, no, it could have just been more. It could have been more. Yeah, it could have been more. So, all right, let's take a look at it all together. So, all four of the familiar possessed cards: Esua, Aria, Winnie, and Hita. Not only in their charmer state, but their familiar possessed as well. Then new additions: Awakening the Possessed, a Nefarious Archfiend. Um, then we have Awakening the Possessed Greater Anari Fire. Archfiend Eater Nefarious, Archfiend Eater of Nefariousness, Gigabyte, Anari Fire, and Ranryu are all here. We have Fairy Tale Sleeper, Rella, and Luna. We have Great Witch Golem Eruru, Dark Dariado, Witch of the Black Forest, Effect Veiler, Denko Seka, Denko Seka, Spiritual Art Ichirin, Awakening the Possessed, Raigeki, Secret Village of the Spellcasters, Spellbook of Knowledge, the was it Terraforming, Book of Eclipse, Twin Twister, Dark Ruler No More, Possessed Partnership, Unpossessed, Social Earth Art Kirogane, Spiritual Water Art Ayoi, Spiritual Fire Art Kirinai, Spiritual Wind Art Miyabi, um, the Metaverse, Dimensional Barrier, and Solemn Warning. In addition to that, were, of course, the familiar possessed, and then the last card is Spirit Charmers. Addition to that, we have five tokens, which are based off of the artworks that were given in OCG. They were turned into tokens, and those are random as well. You only get one of the five, and you also only get one hollow alternate art of the familiar possessed. Cards that were swapped. TCG version gets Sangan. LCG version has St. Claus, Sangan, uh did I say Sangan? No. TCG version Regeki. LCG version has St. Claus, Sangan, Wonder Wand, Heatwave evenly matched. Comparing the two, very big disappointment when we just start off with the reprints, because wow, you took five out to only include one. Did Raigeki need a reprint? As far as I know, no. Second of all, wow, big misses here. Wonder Wand, Heatwave, evenly matched, and St. Claus. No one really cares about Sangan because Sangan gets reprinted practically every other day. But wow, that's a really big miss, especially because I don't think Heatwave's ever had a reprint. St. Claus doesn't have a reprint. I don't even think Wonder Wand had a reprint. And wow, those are big misses. even including the fact that evenly matched is not in here, we all know at this point evenly matched is probably going to be a maximum gold, and it's probably going to be one of the short prints. In addition to that, the alternate artworks for the familiar possessed. Wow, okay, TCG, that was not cute or funny at all. Like that's you really got that petty that you only put in one of the alternate arts. So now people literally either have to buy multiple structure decks and hope that they pull each of them, which you need four, hope that each of them come with that one that they're looking for, as well as the tokens. I don't even know why they have tokens because none of the cards in the archetype makes tokens. The tokens are probably just there to look cute. Which anyone who does, are fans of the familiar possess, well, as fans of the charmer archetype, I feel sorry for you because you really do have to do extra work if you want to hollow out your variations just to have your, updated versions of your familiar possessed cards. Which, to state, the artwork, you can still probably get the base arts for these. Just know that if you want the ultras, you will have to look for them. And I'm so sorry I'm sorry you have to do that. Um, Nothing saving it, even with this Dark Ruler No More edition. The Secret Village of Spellcasters and Spell Knowledge is pretty okay. Screw you, Raigeki. You don't deserve this slot. This could have been evenly matched or at least Harpie's Feather Duster, if we're gonna go by that technicality. I'm so tired of seeing Twin Twister. I really am. Shout outs to the Witch of the Black Forest, because unlike Sandgang, you actually did get a common reprint, and people were hoping to see you get that reprint since you were unlimited. I mean, yeah, since you were going back from forbidden to limited, then from limited to unlimited, even with Charada. Because I think you still are one of my favorite searchers. You know I don't use you because you're old school witch, but you're still a cool card. Um, Shout outs to Baylor and Denko Saka because even though dual devastators have you both as hollows, you're still managed to get common. In just the overall appeal of this, yeah, like I said, this is a definite two. It's so many hits, it's so many misses, and I constantly say the thing that I hate about this, and I'm going to give it to you guys as straight as possible. The structure deck does not include, they did not give the Charmers their full divided attention. Like, I think because they cared so much about the ice barrier, getting the structure deck, and all of that. Like, even with COVID, someone could have planned this out a little better because they don't have a boss monster. And people would love to see the charmers with a boss monster. It's actually one that can take advantage of the multiple attributes that each of them control. Then there's this whole thing of, you know, even with the reprint situation, something could have been done. Something could have been added, something could have fixed this. And it wasn't. And that's a big disappointment. No boss monster. The reprints are very meh. And the swap out of 5 to 1 is just horrible. Would I advise anyone to buy the structure deck? No. I honestly just say pick up the little pieces. Even for the newer support. Which is bomb because the new spells and traps are great. But no cohesiveness. It doesn't even cohesive through its own effects, and that's the disappointing part. So yeah, looking at this, I'm not buying the structure deck. I'd rather just buy the pieces. And looking at it overall, I would say just don't even invest in it because at that point, there's only 4 out of the 6 for both the familiar possessed and the charmers. Like they even bother to care about Lena or Dirk, and that's disappointing because it's just sad. It's just sad looking at it all. It really is, and I hope in the future when they do give these guys these monsters some more support, look at all 6 of them, and then give them the boss monster they deserve. Because now we're looking at it, they skipped Dragoonity to go to Ice Barrier, and I am in fear for Dragoonity because that's sad that they skipped Dragoonity just to go and rush Ice Barrier. And I don't think Ice Barrier is going to do any selling points. Cause I did that video and I'm still looking at at those cards, and the only thing saving them is that tuner and that one non-tuner. And not even the spell card is gonna save them at this point. But yeah, that is my overall look at the structure deck. I'll leave links to this in the description box below. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys have any thoughts you'd like to include into the structure deck layout, go for it. I'll have a deck profile for the Charmers soon. Give me a minute because I want to test this out and at least try to make something out of it. I've seen a couple of good versions. I've seen a lot of ideas, so I'm going to be working on it. But thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. You can hit the notification bell so you guys can be informed of when I do upload more content. Also, follow me on social media. I do leave my links in the description box below so you guys can communicate with me through social media. Thanks, everybody, and I will catch you all next time. HPJ signing out. Take care.